Take a look at this video coming in from President Trump. He did say earlier today that the U.S. carried out a strike in the southern Caribbean against a drug-carrying vessel that departed from Venezuela. The president later posting this video that you're seeing on Truth Social, along with a post saying earlier this morning, on my orders, U.S. military forces conducted a kinetic strike against positively identified Tren de Aragua narco-terrorists in the Southcom area of responsibility.
The Trump administration has made its first promised major military move to fight the drug trade, and we see the first video evidence.
$700 million. That's the staggering amount of dirty cartel money just seized by U.S. authorities from Nicolás Maduro's criminal empire. This isn't just a headline. It's a crippling strike against one of the world's most dangerous narco-traffickers. With assets frozen, private jets grounded, luxury homes taken, and millions in cash stripped away, Maduro has been hit where it hurts most: his wallet. And while the DEA and ICE deliver this financial knockout, the U.S. military is already on Venezuela's doorstep. 4,000 Marines, warships, submarines, and spy planes in position. The question is, how much longer can Maduro run before America shuts him down for good? Before we continue, one click on the subscribe button fuels all the effort behind this and every future video. Let's break it down. The United States has made its stance unmistakably clear. Nicolás Maduro is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. Washington classifies him not as a political leader, but as the head of a narco-terror cartel.
Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like TDA, Sinaloa, and Cartel of the Suns to bring deadly drugs and violence into our country.
This is not rhetoric. Maduro has been indicted in U.S. courts for trafficking cocaine into the country, laundering billions, and using Venezuela as a cover for one of the most powerful drug cartels in the world. The proof is overwhelming. The Department of Justice just seized over $700 million in Maduro-linked assets. That includes 2 multi-million-dollar private jets, 9 high-end vehicles, luxury homes in Florida and the Dominican Republic, a horse farm worth millions, mountains of jewelry and cash. Each item is a receipt, evidence of a criminal empire built on drug money while ordinary Venezuelans starve. This was not just another round of sanctions. This was a direct hit on Maduro's cartel infrastructure. Attorney General Pam Bondi emphasized that every one of these assets ties back to narcotics trafficking. The message was unmistakable. Washington is dismantling his empire piece by piece. But that's not all. The U.S. has now placed a record-breaking $50 million bounty on Maduro's head, the highest ever reward in American history for a fugitive.
Today, the Department of Justice and State Department are announcing a historic $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolás Maduro.
To put that in perspective, this bounty puts Maduro in the same category as the world's most wanted terrorists. Why? Because U.S. prosecutors link him to over 30 tons of cocaine, with nearly 7 tons directly tied to Maduro himself. That's billions of dollars in poison flooding into American communities. And this cartel activity is not confined to Venezuela's border. Evidence shows Maduro's regime works with transnational groups, like Mexico's Sinaloa cartel, Colombia's Cartel of the Suns, and even terrorist-linked organizations. Drug profits are laundered through offshore accounts, funneled into weapons, and used to prop up his illegitimate government. According to U.S. intelligence, Maduro lost his re-election by nearly 70% of the vote, but clung to power using military force and blood money. This is not a presidency. It is organized crime at the state level. That is why Washington is not stopping at asset seizure. Alongside the DEA and ICE crackdown, the Pentagon has mobilized one of the largest shows of force in the Caribbean in years. Right now, 4,000 U.S. Marines are stationed off Venezuela's coast. 3 guided missile destroyers, the USS Gravely, USS Jason Dunham, and USS Samson, are prowling nearby waters. Each ship carries advanced radars, Tomahawk missiles, and the firepower to neutralize entire fleet. Above, Boeing P-8 Poseidon spy planes circle relentlessly, scanning every vessel, every aircraft, and even tracking submarines from hundreds of miles away. Add to that U.S. spy satellites creating a live map of Venezuela's defense, and lurking beneath the waves is a Virginia-class nuclear submarine. Silent, undetectable, armed with cruise missiles, capable of leveling naval bases before Caracas even knows it's under attack. This is not a bluff. Senator Marco Rubio underscored that if Maduro dares to attack Guyana, ExxonMobil facilities or U.S. interests in the region, the response will be immediate and overwhelming. His words were direct. It would be a very bad day or a very bad week for them, and it would not end well. These warnings echo history. In 2020, President Trump ordered the strike that eliminated Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Back then, a military buildup looked like deterrence, until the drone strike proved otherwise. Analysts now see eerie similarity. With destroyers, marines and submarines already in place, the question arises, is Maduro next? Meanwhile, Maduro postures with threats of his own. He has mobilized his 300,000-man army, fortified coastlines, and even grounded all civilian drones for 30 days, signaling he fears an aerial strike. He has gone further, arming 4.5 million civilians as militias. Teachers, drivers, shopkeepers handed rifles and told to fight the United States. But make no mistake, that is not a defense force. It is a desperate attempt to use human shields against U.S. Inside Venezuela, the reality is grim. Over 7 million people have already fled the country, escaping poverty, hunger, and government corruption. Those left behind live under constant fear of shortages, fear of violence, and now fear of becoming collateral in Maduro's confrontation with Washington. The contrast is undeniable. While Maduro hoards luxury jets and jewelry, ordinary Venezuelans line up for food. While his generals pocket cartel profits, families go without medicine. This is the true cost of his narco state, and that is why Washington's actions, asset seizures, military deployments, and international pressure are not just about protecting America. They are about holding a cartel boss accountable for crimes against both his own people and the world. The Trump administration has stated its policy clearly. In the words of senior officials, President Trump is prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and bring those responsible to justice. ICE and the DEA are on the front lines, dismantling the financial networks, intercepting cocaine shipments, and ensuring that Maduro's empire crumbles. The U.S. military stands ready, ensuring that if Maduro dares to escalate, he will face consequences far beyond sanctions. For now, Washington has Maduro cornered, his assets frozen, his luxury lifestyle stripped, his military watched from sea, sky, and space. Yet the question remains, will he surrender to justice, or will this end in a decisive strike?